2001: A Space Odyssey. It's the 50-year anniversary of Stanley Kubrick's 1968 film, and this is a film that's broken into three acts. Dawn of Man, where you're seeing apes. Second act, where it's humans in outer space. And the third act, after humans in outer space. That's the best way to put the third act. That's the story in a nutshell. This is a film that it's not for everyone. I'm just going to say it right up front. It's considered mainstream because in 1968, a film such as this would have been, praised. A film such as 2001: A Space Odyssey coming out now, I could see it being mixed. And the reasoning being is the pacing and the lack of cohesive storytelling. When I say cohesive, I mean that this is a film that isn't focused on storytelling. It's focused on plot and just you as an audience member figuring things out for yourself. And there's a video I watched recently by Lessons from the Screenplay, and it's pretty darn accurate. You want to give audience 2 + 2 so that they can equal 4. You don't want to give them the full problem because then it's like, what's the point of watching? And I feel as though 2001: A Space Odyssey does 2 plus, and then you kind of need to fill in the blank with what it's adding up to. And that's not a bad thing. I think Stanley Kubrick trusts audiences a little bit more than the average director, and that's a good thing because I like it when a director thinks outside the box. And honestly, Kubrick's films have always done that. If you've seen Clockwork Orange, if you've seen The Shining, Eyes Wide Shut, Barry Lyndon, all of his films just have the same type of directing style where it's, I trust you as the audience, I know you guys are smart, just, figure things out for yourself. I have ideas, I have clues, this imagery does have a point, just figure it out for yourself. I've given you the 2 and the plus, figure out what it adds up to. I get it. I understand why someone wouldn't like that. But for me personally, as a 16-year-old, I wasn't a fan of that. I really wasn't. But 6-7 years later, I am a fan of it. I've seen this film now, I'd say, half a dozen times, and each time it gets better and better. And I feel different emotions each time, too. Which is, for me, the sign of a true great film. Because the last time I saw this, I actually showed it to friends, and I thought of the epic scale of the film. I thought of the beauty. And another time I thought of the philosophy. This time I just was so awestruck in that someone thought of all these ideas and just put it on screen. Because I saw an IMAX this past week, and it's incredible. Truly. I would say go out and see it in IMAX, but I know at this point it's probably not an IMAX. But I'm going to say this. Visually speaking alone, this is a film that has aged beautifully. You can't tell that this film came out in 1968. You really can't. Maybe a little bit of some of the technology, but the other 98% of technology, it's now technology, honestly. A lot of the technology has come true. A lot of the predictions, they came true. The ideas about humanity, technology, computers, space, it's all for the most part come true. And it's inspired so many films. Interstellar, any A24 film, Dark City, Blade Runner, Ghost in the Shell, The Matrix. The list goes on. It's just incredible that one film can have a singular vision and just widespread acclaim when it came out. And then now, it just feels as though a lot of people just don't respect it as much as they should. And I understand, again, if people don't like the pacing and whatnot, but a film with this grandiose scale, this many ideas, and just trusting the audience, why wouldn't you want a film like that? I like when a film trusts me as an audience member, that I'm an intellectual. And so to see a film like that, on the big screen, it's great. I wish there were more films like 2001: A Space Odyssey. Unfortunately, there's only like The Tree of Life, Mother, where, you have to rewatch it multiple times to, try and get a grasp on it. And even then, you feel different emotions. And this film, you will get an emotional response. If you haven't seen it before, you will get an emotional response. Trust me. But many times, I would say, in order to appreciate this film, you have to rewatch it. But visually speaking, sound design, acting, plot, symbolism, it's all there. It's all incredible. I would have to say the only criticism, which it's so minuscule to me that it doesn't even matter at this point, is the fact that this film is focused more on ideas than story. But I can put that aside because this is an experience that, again, it's inspired so much. And there is a debate going, well, just because a film inspired so many others doesn't mean necessarily it's a good film. But I would argue that a film that had that much influence, as well as stood the test of time, and also just has so many ideas that are relatable now and probably will be another 50, 100 years, that's a heck of a film in my book. Honestly, I'll be giving 2001: A Space Odyssey a 5 out of 5 star rating, or for those that want a hot sauce letter grade, ghost pepper rating. Yep, first rating actually of the year that I'll be giving that rating to, and ghost pepper rating is well deserved for 2001: A Space Odyssey. But you know, if you didn't like the film, guys, it's more than all right. I'm down to hear you guys' thoughts. Again, this is a spoiler-free review, so that's why I didn't go in depth. But I will say, if you guys are willing to talk about the ending, I'm more than welcome to, because yeah, each time I get a different thought process as to what it means. So, but guys, again, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget the subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you.